This is Mrs. Kosh, and we are going to ask her some questions about her years teaching here at Good Shepherd. So, why did you go into teaching? What makes it different than any other profession?
Well, mainly I went into teaching because I knew I wanted to have a family, and it's a good job to mix with raising a family.
Yeah.
It's
So you get breaks.
right. You're kind of off school when the kids are home, and so it's worked out very well. I have two boys who are now in education themselves, both principals of schools. So.
Like me? Oh, no, they're not college students.
No, they're way out of college.
What makes your classroom different than other classrooms here?
The students do. They're all individuals and do their own work. They're all very original, as you can see. Everything is a little different. Upside down, right side up. And every teacher brings their own creativity to the classroom. And
Yeah.
that's kind of,
I find that with any teacher, even in college.
mm-hmm. I mean, like this time of year, we're all doing pilgrims and Indians and owls, but if you go into the other classrooms, they're all different sizes and shapes. And
yeah. Do you find it easy to integrate your Christian faith into this classroom being at a Christian school?
very easy. We have chapel once a week, and where we sing, have a Bible story, and pray. And that's kind of carried out, that same thing, the Bible story, throughout the week. And we have prayer at snack, where we thank God for our food, and each one can say what they want to say after we say our group prayer. Then they can go around. Like
It's
today,
so
it
fun.
was, what would you like to thank God for? And they each one went around the table and said, thank you, God, for this.
How do they get taught about God?
Many different ways, verbally, of course, and just through everyday experiences, out on the playground. So and so did this. So, well, what would you do? What would be the, just normal, everyday experiences, life.
Especially in a school like this where you're allowed to tell them right from wrong and what Jesus would do.
That same. What would Jesus do? That same.
Yeah.
Of course.
Have you ever worked at a public school?
I did. Right out of college, I taught junior high school for 10 years.
How is that
Yeah.
different?
Completely different. One thing, the politics involved in it. It's not just, you just can't go in and teach and be there for the children. It's all of the administration and the meetings, we have these too, but nothing like in public school.
Yeah.
And there's so many rules you have to conform to, things you can do, things you can't do.
With your religion too?
Oh, absolutely. And of course, I was in the classroom right out of college, which was 600 years ago. But nowadays, I can't even imagine
Yeah.
what's going on.
Did it bother you at all that you couldn't directly verbalize your faith?
Somewhat, although the subject I taught home economics. And in those days, you still could. I mean, we made Christmas cookies and we did things like that.
Oh,
I don't think
yeah.
you can do things like that in school anymore. My boys, one taught history and was very frustrated because he could teach during the religion section all the other faiths, but he had trouble with the Christian faith. He says, if I can teach the other ones, then I should be able to teach
Yeah,
my own.
definitely. How do you integrate learning styles into your teaching? Do you remember learning about learning styles?
Yes, there are the visual learners.
Yeah.
You just have to take that first few weeks of school and really observe each. We're lucky here we just have 10, so it's very easy. And after a few weeks, you get a good grip on how they learn. And you present each project or each thing you're going to do in many different ways. You visually show them and you talk about it verbally. So they have many different opportunities too.
Have you ever done the activity stations where you put each student into their strength of learning style?
Not in. I think that would be more of a kindergarten type,
Yeah.
small group.
When they get older.
Yeah, I mean, We work one-on-one and two by two
Mm-hmm.
during a lot of our things, but majority we work as a group, just 10 of us.
So what are the benefits and the disadvantages of being a preschool teacher?
The benefits are all the hugs you get.
I know, I like that.
Yeah. That and the instant gratification. I mean, they're just always
Yeah.
so happy, and so the eagerness to learn, the enthusiasm. It's just the perfect age group.
Different than middle school.
Oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
There, then you just drag into class and drag out of class.
Yeah. I remember being in middle school.
They bounce in, and I have so many brothers and sisters. I had Jake's uncle was in this class.
Jake is my relative. That's
Oh,
who
sorry.
she referred to.
So I see generation after generation come back, and I'm seeing kids now of kids that I had. So it's just really nice to be able to follow them through, and they come back. And
That's really interesting. I'd like to do that. What was your fondest memory of first year of teaching or any years of teaching?
there's just so many of them. I couldn't even pinpoint one. It's just when you see a child catch on, you just see that spark. I can do it. You know, that
Yeah.
just.
Kind of makes you want to be a teacher.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Glad that you are a teacher.
Yeah. For me, it'd make me want to be a teacher every year of a teacher. How did you prepare to become a teacher? Like schooling, any classes? No.
Okay, I went to Pepperdine, graduated from Pepperdine.
I've heard of that.
Yes, they have this big, beautiful school now in Malibu. When I went, it was kind of downtown LA, a small school. It's grown. So I got my degree, my bachelor's of science, and then I taught middle school for LA City Schools. And when we decided to start a family, I quit that job, stayed home, raised the boys. And when it was time to come back to work, the school system had changed, I'd changed. I just didn't want to go back to that atmosphere. And the church had an opening here, so I've been here for 24 years now.
Nice. Were you a stay-at-home mom for a while?
I was.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah, I stayed home about the first 10 years, and then then I went back part-time, just as an aide at the elementary school, and then when they were in high school.
Yeah. I know I'm young, but like I want to be a mom. I
Yes.
like kids too.
Yeah.
When did you first know that you wanted to be a teacher?
I think I just always knew.
Yeah.
You know, as a little girl, we'd play school, and it was just, I never had to make that decision.
It was just always natural and
Mhm.
fun.
And I love to sew and cook and things like that, so that's why I went into home economics, and then it just went, they don't teach that anymore, I don't think even. But
I think some high schools do. My high school, when I was in high school, they did, but they should keep that because
I
it was
think
a
so
funner
too.
class.
yeah, well, it's for preparation for life, real life.
And last but not least, what advice can you give to first-year teachers in my class?
Try not to stress.
Yeah.
Take it day by day. Plan. Be a planner. Over-plan your day. It's nothing worse than to come up an hour short of material. And what am I going to do with now?
Yeah.
You know? And just enjoy it. Enjoy the kids.
Yeah.
Because that's really what it's all about.
Is that what you find most satisfying, enjoying with kids?
I do.
Makes you want to get up and go to work?
Oh, yes. Yeah. My husband's retired. And I said, no, I'm not retiring. Not until they say, you've
Yeah.
pushed me out.
All right. Thank you so much for your
You're
time.
very welcome.
This is Mrs. Caution. She is my baby cousin Jake's preschool teacher. His first year being in preschool? Second year. His second year being in preschool. It's getting so old.
Off to kindergarten next year.
Thank you so much for your time.
You're very welcome.
And she has cute little things. She said I can't eat this, but I do like corn, so I might go get some. So thank you.